What's up, everyone?
Kind of, right? A little bit. Getting there. Put two people without the best knowledge of podcasting on a podcast and see how far it gets us. Got to a new microphone. Third microphone, right? Definitely the most advanced, I would say. Most expensive. Not like that matters, but I would say it does in a case. We did a couple test runs. I could hear Jay's voice perfectly fine. That's what I was saying to Jay before we did it. Like, I know Jay a lot better than not all of our YouTube people, obviously, because his parents are out there and all that, but I'd say the most of the fan base. And that sounds a lot better to me. It might give us a chance to do captions, because now when I'm editing, I can actually hear and understand what Jay's saying like completely and not have to like kind of guess. So that's really cool. Still would have to figure out how to do those, but something that we could look into, because like I said, I had it full blast. That's kind of how you have to watch our videos. I know it's annoying, but I had it full blast and I could hear Jay's voice perfectly fine. My voice was a little bit loud on it, but not terribly, you know. We still have our mic or our headsets, trying to figure that out with a mixer, and then we're gonna try to go from there. We do have the extra microphone. We would say please leave comments on if the one microphone's good or if we should do two. Because if not, we're gonna return the other one, right? But only our fans, I feel like, would know that, right? I mean, of course we're gonna think it sounds better. It's cheaper. And return the other one then, but I don't know. We just have to go from there, kinda trying to keep the same setup too. Like I was telling Davis, if we got the other microphone, I don't think it's gonna sit right here in front of my face. I really don't. Maybe it would, but it's gonna be so compact in a small area that I think we would have to expand the table a little bit and move the camera further back. Or Jay's other mentor was suggesting getting a webcam, and then if we have a webcam, we could store it on an SD card, and then you can put the SD card into like any laptop, so it should still be able to edit kind of well. Or I don't think you can put them in iPhones SD cards, because they just come with like built-in iCloud. But I'm sure there's some other ways we can think of that then. So kind of just trying to figure out some stuff, play around with it. Headphones, we need to figure out how we both can listen to them. We were able to plug them into this one, and then it kind of just got a little wonky, like turning the microphone off. So we just need to play around a little. But I'm excited, definitely excited. New microphones are always the most important thing, I would say, for podcast. It's even more important than the camera. You can go on iTunes and just listen to people talk. All you need is a microphone, man. All you need is a phone, really. Just talk right into the phone. Next thing you know, you're making millions. But that's kind of like all not that the video's ended, but that's really all we had on deck today. I know there's some other stuff like sports related, more stuff that we're going to talk about with this. But did you decide that you wanted to do the Spider-Man thing today, or you want to save that till Tuesday so we put it out the day before Spider-Man comes out? That's probably a better idea, right? Alright, so yeah, Thursday, this video will come out. So Thursday, look out for, we're going to give out like our predictions or what we want to see in Spider-Man, what's it called again? Spider-Man, what is it? Brand New Day, right? Brand New Day. So yeah, we're going to kind of just talk about it, give like our maybe theories about what might happen, and just stuff like that, go all around the movie without seeing it. And then Jay's seeing it opening day, I'm going the week after. And that's when Jay goes on vacation. So we're either gonna review it on Saturday without Jay, or without my input in it, or we're gonna wait until Jay comes back, but it's gonna be that Saturday after, so it's only like a week after. So I wouldn't say that that's that outdated yet, right? Still kind of new movie, so just gotta kind of figure it out, see how many other people are putting out movie reviews, and if it's like a lot of people, we probably should just wait a week, because most likely they won't click on ours, but hey, you never know. But yeah, definitely excited for that video. I feel like it's a little bit different than what we've done with movie reviews, right? kind of not the team I was expecting, I would say, along with Jay. But at the back of the mind, I knew that they were in the conversations, and I knew that they would be a damn good team with them. So I just also thought like the Timberwolves would have been pretty good with them, and if like at this point, I mean, who says no at the Knicks? You know, maybe the Knicks just really didn't want them, and it makes sense. Like you guys did just win a ring, you don't really need them. But roster-wise, geez, that's hard to say. Roster-wise, R and W. My mouth doesn't like those two together. Anyway, not saying that word again, but they're probably the best roster on paper out of the teams that he wanted to go to, I would say. I mean, I know injury bug always seems to get Joel Embiid, but a healthy Embiid on that team in the playoffs, that's going to be scary. So, I don't know. Let's just experience greatness one last time, you know? We aren't going to get someone like that ever again. I know there's already maybe players better than him, or potentially, not better than him like all time, but right now. Or like have the potential to become the next GOAT, but while we're living, we might as well just, you know, be grateful for it. Don't get to see it that much. I know Wemby's like right up and coming. The dude's nuts. He's a freak of an athlete. I really think he's going to be up there too, but it's also like a childhood feeling too, you know, like I feel like that's what I was just saying. I was like, we have like a very thin piece of our childhood left, and it's LeBron James and Aaron Rodgers. It's not even like a lot anymore. Like there's probably some baseball players in there too that are old and are playing, but like I can't even think of another person in the NFL or NBA. Those are, I think, the only two guys that are over 40 that I've been watching since I was in like middle school, you know, or even elementary school. Without like even forming an opinion on either of those two guys, it's just nuts to think about. Oh yeah, Flacco too. I remember watching him. I think he was like right in high school, like my 9th grade year. Was when he went to the Super Bowl. So he was probably in there till my middle school years too, which is also crazy. I can't think of another NBA player though. I feel like there is one though, but I don't know. That's all kind of old now. Like Chris Paul was part of the childhood, but he retired. But yeah, pretty nuts. I know. It's even crazier that it's 2 football guys, right, and only 1 basketball. Yeah, a harder sport. Both quarterbacks, though. Granted, they don't get drilled as hard as all the other guys, but they do get hit. I mean, I personally, I'm not 42 years old, but I probably can guarantee I don't want to be getting hit when I'm Aaron Rodgers' age by, like, a Myles Garrett or, like, hell no, dude. It's not like you're getting hit by, like, children in the back. Like, so, give them props there. And like I said, like, without forming an opinion on any 3 of those guys. Other than Flacco, I feel like everyone loves Flacco, but I would say the other 2 are kind of controversial, so that's what I mean. Like, without even forming an opinion on any of those guys, like, just, like, appreciate the greatness that you're watching, you know, and not every day do you get to watch someone play in the NFL for 20 plus years or the NBA for 20 plus years. So, yeah, I feel like people like always just want to form their opinions on them, but like, what about just watching them in the sport? I know like they're also human, so you kind of have that opinion on them because humans are humans. You can have an opinion on a human, but for their sport aspect that they bring to like the life, I would say that they're all. Well, I mean, any sports player is good then though too. I would even say Tom Brady brought a shit ton to the sport of football, so just gotta appreciate that sometimes, even though you can call him a douchebag because I hate Tom Brady, but he did bring a lot to the game, so that's with any of these guys. They definitely are here for at least a good reasoning for like the sports, you know. I feel like all of them want to change sports to make it like friendly towards like kids and all that. They're very big in like that type of stuff, so yeah, kind of rambling though. None of that shit really matters. Other than the fact that there's some old heads playing around right now. But, yeah, on paper, I think I agree with Jay. I think Sixers probably winning the championship. At least they're making it. I think they can get by the Knicks. I know we're in New York. We might get some hate in the comments. New York fans run deep. It's not like we don't respect you. But, yeah, I think just going off, like, the hype of him joining, I'm going to rock with that. Sixers a lot next year. I want to go to a game too. I'm gonna try my hardest to get down there, watch one. Be a dope experience. I've seen LeBron before live though. Yeah, I saw him in Cleveland in 2017 when Durant was on the Warriors. So I saw Durant, LeBron, Curry, Dwayne Wade, Draymond Green, Isaiah Thomas, but he was still good though. I liked Isaiah Thomas, Tristan Thompson. There's some other center on the Warriors during that year that I think was kind of famous, but maybe not. But yeah, that was a cool ass game. I forgot who won, but I know LeBron and Durant were both averaging like 28 that year because they were in their prime. So it was sick. It was sick. It was on MLK Day too, so we all got free T-shirts for it. It was sick. Yeah, it just said all in it together, and I still have that T-shirt, but it doesn't fit me anymore. That was when I was bigger. It was actually the other way around. Like I could wear it, but I feel like I look stupid in it. It was a 3X, so I'm glad that. Or well, they're all like one size fit all. So I brought. I don't know. It was tight fit. Or I didn't wear it. Now I could wear it is what I'm thinking. Yeah. I never actually put it on. Maybe I'll wear it next time. I know right where it is. Just brought it home. Put it right back in my. When I was there, I was like, I'm putting it right in. I'll be able to fit in this. But yeah, most of the time NBA games they give you guys like T-shirts when it's like a big day. So that's kind of cool. Have you mentioned your vacation? Yeah, you have. Do you know? Did you tell them everything you're doing in Chicago? Assistant. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with it. Going good right now. Yeah. I think you did mention something. Now that I'm rehearing. You're for sure going to one? Believe so. That's dope. That'll be fun. Right off All-Star break, right? Well, no. I bet they're back before then. It's next week. All-Star breaks this week. Yeah. That's still cool, though. It feels so weird, by the way, without having a mic. I have no idea what to do with my hands right now. Just sit there, like, playing patty cake. But yeah, that'll be dope. Be fun. I haven't been to a WNBA game. I think that's the only major league sport other than like soccer, but you'll never catch me at soccer that I haven't been to. Well, I guess hockey, but I've been to the Crunch game, which is like, what is that? It's not called AAA in hockey, is it? It's like their lower league, whatever. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, the affiliate is Tampa Bay Lightning. I know the Lightning's MLB team, and then the Crunch is the smaller team. But I've been to those games. Those are kind of fun, kind of boring. I would probably have to get asked to go to a hockey game, honestly, to go to one. I don't think I'd want to spend my own money. I would spend it on the food and stuff, though, once I was already in there. But buying a ticket would be kind of crazy. Other than, like, the Crunch, because the Crunch is, like, cheap. Soccer, yeah, I'm not going to one of the soccer games. I'd maybe go to the Cup, but that's about it. What other professional sports are there? I'd go to a WNBA game. Lacrosse, don't really, nah. Boxing, UFC, yeah, I'd go to those. Definitely. I want to go to a UFC event before I die. That's my goal. One of my goals. Should be cheaper than going to watch LeBron this year. I think that's about it for like professional sports. I mean, obviously there's some other games and stuff you could go to or leagues, but not professional or like that's on TV. I don't think. I'd probably go to most though, honestly. Other than like soccer, I really find soccer. I mean, I probably would go to that too if someone paid for my ticket, just like hockey. Kind of hard to say no to a sporting event. They're fun. They got bad food at them. It's not healthy. Beer's usually there. Like, how can you go wrong? So that's a man's world right there. You go see some people run into each other full speed, head-on collision. One goes to the hospital. It's America, babe. Gotta love a good old American football. Won't have a brain by the time you're 20, but have all the money. Nah, I mean, I played football, but I don't even think I would make my kid play football. I don't even think I'd want him to. I got hit in the head enough times where it hurt, yeah, it just hurt. I never actually got diagnosed with a concussion, but I would say that I think once I fully did have one, my head hurt so bad for like 3 or 4 days after, and then I was finally fine. I couldn't stop throwing up. I never went to the doctors. Because it wasn't that bad. Like, when I say, like, couldn't stop throwing up, it wasn't, like, constant. It was, like, maybe twice. I could have just been sick, and, like, lights didn't irritate me or anything. So, that's that's why I didn't think I had a concussion. But I got clapped in practice. It was a practice too. That's why I was like, the guy probably wasn't even going 100%. I just wasn't looking. Like, back when I played, people loved to do like, those like side blocks when like no one's even looking. You're like running this way, and then this other guy's coming this way and just claps you. I don't think that was illegal when I played. You good? Sorry, I was talking about how I was going to learn. Yeah, I don't think, or like those were legal when I played. I think you were able just to like crack, I think it was called a crackback block. Like you could just catch someone running this way and just clap them on the side. And that happened to me in a practice. Don't ask me why. I was big in high school too. I was like 320. My coach had me in a practice doing kick returns. Not with the ball. Not with the ball. I wasn't returning kicks with the ball. I was on the front line. And you had to run like 10 yards back. And my fat ass couldn't even get down there in time to like run the 10 yards before the other people were coming this way already. So by the time I got down and turned right around, like right as I was turning around, one of our guys just came and ran me right over. It was like our own player, and he was like a starter. I was like, yeah, I was a junior that year. So I was a senior, and he clapped me. And it hurt. I got up. Like it was just my head. Like nothing else hurt. And then only one actual game I got lit up on, and it was also on kickoff because you can't really get lit up as a lineman. Like you can, but it's more on like defense, I would say. And I was an offensive lineman. I did play defensive too, but not that much. But yeah, that one was against Corcoran, and it was the same thing. Had to run back 10. By the time I turned around, boom, some dude just let me up. It was just funny. It was like the same exact thing. But like one was in practice, the other one was in a game. Dude, I have a ton of football stories actually. If I think about it, we were actually horrible too my senior year. That's what makes it hilarious that like teams like would stoop to our level. We got in a fight our senior year with Corcoran also, and a knife was found on the field, so they had to suspend a lot of their players. And I think only 2 of our guys got suspended because one of our guys hit one of their guys with his helmet and just took his helmet off and did the good old Myles Garrett right to his head. It was a crazy fight. I was just watching it. I was on the bench because that was my sophomore year, and I don't think I was on varsity. I was just on JV. I was out for a play because I did play JV, not a lot, but I did play JV. My coach liked me, and I was just out getting water, and I was just like, oh shit! Our quarterback got hit late. He got hit late and then dragged onto the turf. Or not the turf, the track. There's a track. So, like, most football fields, you also have, like, a track, racetrack around the side or, like, corner. And our guy got pushed all the way onto that. And, like, I don't know, our linemen just got pissed about it. They went over there, pushed their 2 guys that pushed him all the way out there on the ground. And then they tried to get up. They pushed him again. The next thing you know, Corcoran's whole bench was coming over to our side. And punches and shit were flying. So, that was a fun one. My senior year, when we didn't win a game, we almost beat a ranked team in the nation, or in the country, or in the state, though. That was cool. We were playing a team in Johnsonville, or Johnson City, I think it is, in New York. I mean, this was 10 years ago at this point. And they had a kid going to Penn State from tight end. He was so freaking good. He was like 6'7" and like 240 pounds in high school. At like tight end. He was probably not 6'7", but he was tall. He was like 6'4", 6'5", probably my height, but just built and fast. And then they also had a running back that was going Division I. I forgot where he was going though, but I remember the Penn State tight end because he was just nasty, huge, like just one hand grabbing it. But I don't know. Our team was just on on something that day. We were able to score with them every single time, just back and forth, score until the fourth quarter, and then they put up I think 21 on us in the fourth, and we just fell apart. We still ended up losing by 21. But that was a fun game. And then the last one I'll tell is when we lost our game. Or no, we won our last game. We did win our last game, but it was a constellation game. So like in high school, if you don't make the playoffs, you play another team that didn't make the playoffs. And that happened, and we beat Henniger. But that wasn't the start. So we were in our second to last game, and it was a homecoming for RFA. And we were down 30. 1, I think, to 7 or 10 or something, and we came back and we tied the game, and we had to do it with a 2-point conversion, and then with 10 seconds left, we let off a fucking kick return, This dude returned a kick on us with 10 seconds left, and they beat us. They were like the time ran out as we crossed it, and we were, dude, that ride home sucked. All these games that I just told you about were all on the road. No, when we were at home, we just got killed. All these kids just like came to our games and like supported us while we just got killed. And CBA was really good at that time too. They had Stevie Scott went to where'd he go? He went to Indiana before they obviously are this good now. He was part of the process. And then they had Servase Dennis, who's in the NFL right now. He plays for the Bucks, and he went to Pittsburgh. And I think Stevie Scott plays like Canadian football or something. So they had those two kids. They were nasty. Liverpool had a kid that was supposed to go to Division I, but got caught up in gang stuff and never ended up going. And then Corcoran and Henninger were just always good. Same with Nottingham. They just always had athletes, obviously. And then like they had a kid also go to Division I to Villanova. Nottingham did. But we didn't play them my senior year. But yeah, that was my fun little, at least the school sports. You know, I mean, if you guys want to hear CYO stories, that's a park week. I had fun in my CYO. That was fun. But I don't want to take up all the mic time, but those were just a couple. I don't even know how I got to football stories. I think we were talking about brain injuries or something. Yeah, senior year's fun. Do you have any fun stories senior year? I know you did your like talent show. Oh yeah. I think I went with you to that too. That was down in the city, right? Or at a park. I was thinking city. It was at a park, right? Yeah, I did go to you. That was one of the things because I remember. This still cracks me up. Ed was talking about he saw a girl that he thought was pretty, and you started to drive fast like you were gonna go talk or tell her that you said that, and he was like, Jay, stop right there. And that was so funny. I was cracking up that day. I was like, yo, Jay's the best wingman ever, though. Like, that was funny. That was gold. But yeah. Well, what else? What was our? Oh yeah, senior year. Did you have any? So you did that. I know you did your talent show. Do you have any like fun memories from classes? So I feel like classes were always like a joke senior year, right? I don't know. I feel like people like were happy to get high school over with, but when you look back on it, like senior year is probably pretty fun. You know, like I would say like I would relive high school. I actually enjoyed high school for the most part. I didn't really have any bullies. Maybe I was the bully. I don't really think so. I was just kind of chill. I mean, everyone sometimes has disagreements and stuff, obviously, or like makes fun of people like that. It does happen. Like people aren't perfect. But yeah, I loved high school. I'll be honest. I had fun. You went to a small school too, right? Yeah, probably like, what do you think was in your graduating class? Probably under 100, right? Or no, you guys have over 100? Do you remember? Close to it? Dude, we had 670 or like 700 in my school, just in one class. Yeah, or maybe it was like 400, 500, but West Cheney's huge. It's not as big as CBA, but do you feel like you missed out on anything by not going to a small school, or by not going to a bigger school, high school, or not really? It's kind of like the same feeling at a small school. Going to games and stuff. Yeah, I guess that's like. But like, I would say, I don't know if it's probably like the party scene too a little, right? Or no, a lot of bigger schools have those going because there's so many people. The odds are someone's gonna have a free house. With one girl? Is that what you said? Oh, you were really obsessed with one? I dated one girl throughout high school. For all 4 years. I kind of regret that too. Not that like that lady's a bad person. I'm sure she's like... No, not my thing too. Like, because I dated her for all 4 years. Like, I'm sure she's sweet like now too. But if I yeah, I probably wouldn't have a 4-year relationship in high school. I feel like it was very draining, you know, like kind of time to keep. It's a good time to keep your options open, especially in high school. So. Talk more. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like confidence kind of grows with age, though, you know? Or, like, I don't really call it confidence. I call it not giving a fuck. Just, like, like, what is there to be so, like, upset about if someone says no? Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've just learned that, like, rejection isn't really that scary. Like, it is what it is to me. Like, at this point in my life, I don't know, I'm just over, like, being scared of shit, you know? Or worried or being like, did I do this right? You know? Or no, not yet. You'll get there. I feel like every man just hits an age that like, fuck it. Anymore. But I feel like also with a small school, you probably had a better chance of building a connection with people though, right? Or not really? Like you probably still talk to a lot of the people you went to high school with, or no? Or check in on them. Some. Like I only talked to one person from my high school. My one good friend. I have one good friend from high school, and that's all I talk to. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know how people stick with their high school cliques. I know there are some people out there that have friends from high school, but it's hard going through life and like keeping them as your buddies. Like life's just changes, you know. Mm-hmm. I feel like you had a good college experience, though, right? I feel like your college experience was lit. You had a good time there. And I feel like that's just more because, like, what I was saying, you kind of grew into, like, I grew out of your shell. It's kind of like what I was saying, which you didn't even really fully believe that you felt that way yet, but you kind of are just showing yourself you do, where you kind of got that I don't give a fuck attitude, or, like, you're more confident, I would say. Because, like, I would feel like you're still at the age where it's, like, confidence. It's big on confidence. You have to be confident with yourself and you know you can do stuff. I feel like you hit 27, 28, you're just like, fuck it. So, like, yeah, I would say you're still, like, more, it's big on confidence. Like, and, like, I would say, like, seeing you, I would say you were pretty confident in college. You were doing all the risk-taking stuff, right? You went to concerts, got some drinks at a bar, a lot of drinks at a bar. um, everything. You did the nightlife stuff still, not all the time, but you got there. Risked it for the biscuit, had to walk home once from a concert. So, but yeah, I get what you were saying. Like the high school, it's definitely, I don't know, that's a tough time for anyone. Like it's just so crazy. There's so much stuff going on. It's really like where I feel like you also kind of get a good sense of who you want to be in the world. Obviously, you still change after high school, but I feel like you get that sense of like really like who's gonna be there for me after high school, or like who's a good friend and stuff, you know. And like obviously, it's hard to know what you want to do with your life when you're 18. But I still don't really know what I want to do with my life. I guess that's what I am doing. But I don't know. Am I going to do this for the rest of my life? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like it's so hard to know anyways. But at least you have like a good idea of who your friends are, where you're going in life. At least the direction life's taking. Yeah. But it's so crazy too, cause like Fowler's not even a school anymore. So, well, it is. It's like a what's it called? It's like a what is it? It's like a trade school, right? Don't they teach like trades there now? Yeah, which is like beneficial. Like that's great, cause like school isn't for everyone. So like it's great that you can still find a way to. Then they're making money too, cause I actually had a kid that I was coaching at St. Lucy's. St. Lucy's is right next to Fowler. they all go to, so not all of them, but some of them went to that trade school there, and he was making money. He was going to do his trade. He was like 16. I think he's 16. He was like, it's like house school. He goes, oh, I was working on a house today. He got paid 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever he got paid for the hours that he was there. He was getting paid. He was like working on a house through school, like plumbing and shit. So it is kind of cool, you know, like school's not for everyone, and like it's getting them out of like the chances of getting that big debt, that big heavy debt. Like if you know you don't want to go, don't force these kids to go. But it's better than sitting near St. Lucy's. Anyone that you gotta do something, you know, you can't stick to the life that they all think they're living in high school, right? The gang life, crazy kids. Gotta go one way or the other. You stay, it's always scary. You're either gonna wind up dead or not anything good, honestly, down there. Down there's pretty bad, so try to keep them on a straight little path. Yeah, I'm sure of it, dude. I'm sure of it. I always hear these kids come and talking about scrapping with one another. I'm like, you guys just do this for fun? Like, yeah, well, boys right after. I'm like, all right, sure. I'm not gonna be friends with you if you fight me, but I don't know. It's all different. I'm not like hating or anything. It's just like, I don't know. I learn a lot from them too. You know, I mean, it's not all like I would say like to be a teacher, you gotta be able to be taught. You know, or anything in that like matter. Be a coach and stuff. You gotta always like, I don't know, open and like, no, you're not just there for coaching too. Like, I actually care about what they're doing in their normal life, kind of more than coaching. You know, I kind of wanted to look out. Like, please just stay on like at least one path. You know, it doesn't need to be the right path, but stay on a path. You know, don't get in trouble. So work, go ahead, work. Doesn't matter. At least you're doing something productive. You know. But yeah, definitely it gets tough. Definitely gets tough, and you want to make sure they all like doing something. They all want to live that fun gang life, and it's not fun. Catch up quick on them. So yeah, Fowler's pretty crazy, dude. My dad went there, believe it or not. He was all right, we're at 10%, just to let you know, for my video life, or for my phone. But yeah, he went there back in the probably 70s. Pretty crazy. Sure, it was bad then too, he said, but I'm sure the area was a little bit nicer. Now it's just all, yeah. It wasn't even that good, honestly, when you were there. Not really. Like, the school might have been fine, like the teachers obviously care and all that, but the area around it's all not good. Yeah, but I don't know. Guess we went on like a high school experience today. Back to high school. Different. We didn't really have anything other than the LeBron news anyways in our microphone. Gotta still set some stuff up. Kind of stole your show today, Jay. Sorry. You were the co-star today. Usually it's me. It must be like me not having to hold the mic. It gave me a special feeling on this jam. Feeling the power up. Want me to hold this one still? Just sit there for you. Be your personal assistant forever, Jay. I feel like this was more of like actual podcast that we did, you know, kind of just reflecting on your own stories rather than telling people business that they've seen for a couple days by now. Kind of reflected on some old past stuff, so that was kind of cool, different, you know. Like, I haven't thought about those football stuff for a while, so it's just a good little memory lane trip for both of us. And college for you. It was probably a fun little memory trip lane. That little Yachty concert. Yeah. Might have some other stuff in that, right? I'm excited to see how this sounds and how it worked through a whole 30 minutes now, you know. See how it, hopefully it is, and like we said, please let us know if you think 2 microphones would benefit us. If you guys have any tips or tricks on how to get the second microphone to connect to an iPhone, would also be beneficial. And kind of go with there, at least for the setup, and then Jay's got the rest of this video. I've taken enough time. So whatever you want to say, Jay, you got 10% on a phone back. It might die out and not save the video, so don't go 10%. Yeah, see you guys soon. Like we said, super pumped about all these upgrades, right? Couldn't have done a lot of it without Jay's mom. So, once again, no, we already said thank you to her, but she made it to this part of the video. Thank you once again, and we can't wait to get everything set up for everyone else and keep this podcast rocking, man. It's been fun, right? It's been like, what, 3-4 years now that we've been doing it? I mean, well, longer than that, but like I'm at the consistent. I think we started in 2019, first video, but consistent for like 3 years now. So pretty dope, man. No more microphone throw. Can't do that with this one. I think it would break. So see you guys soon. Peace.